Get him! Kill him! Oh. So it's a chainsaw. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Fyodor and welcome to my reaction to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1 Episode 19. Last time on we saw AC/DC stealing the Super Ager Stone and sending it to Switzerland, while also inhabiting the body of Suzy Q in an attempt to do battle against JoJo one more time and stop them from pursuing the boat. We also then witnessed AC/DC's final death, and so the Hammond squad containing JoJo, Caesar, Lisa and the instructor that's still alive, going after the train in which the Super Ager Stone is now contained. And there at the train, when they finally caught up to it, they ran into some Nazis, more specifically Major von Stroheim, who survived the explosion back then. Now Kars has caught up to them as well, and it's now likely to be Stroheim versus Kars this episode. So I really hope that Stroheim dies here, and he's gonna be used to build up the power and fear of Kars, I guess. At least that's the direction I hope it goes. I really want to have this cooperating with Nazis stop. That would be pretty good for me, at least. So let's just find out what happens and watch this episode. Let's get to it. Let's see. I hope Stroheim dies here. A race toward the brink. Okay. No, obviously not. What? He is a bad guy because he's a German soldier, because he's a Nazi. This is weird, guys. Come on. But you don't have Hammond. How are you gonna do anything against Kars? Why not before? Okay, Mamo is in Greece. Oh! That's disgusting. What the? Oh, okay. Twice as strong as San Viento. Uh-huh. Okay. He's loading ammunition into him. What the fuck? But Gatling guns didn't even work against Strazo. It doesn't seem like it did anything. Okay, camaraderie. Oh! He controls light, so he doesn't control water, like I may have thought. Of course, he's prideful again. Get him! Kill him! Oh! So it's a chainsaw. Okay. Of course not. Kill Stroheim. Come on, do it. Don't give him like an out again. If he's gonna drop him off a cliff without finishing him. Oh no. Right. Stroheim has the stone. What do you think you're gonna do? An eye laser? Or something? Yeah, of course it's a laser. Get the stone. But you can climb up it again. It's not even covered in oil now. Of course. Oh. Oh no. Oh shit, he's taking him with him. Well shit, he's stabbed and falling. Oh, he's fusing with him, like Sanpienzo did. Karus doesn't care if he falls. Okay, so like the oil pillar. Oh, and they're falling again. Use hammer or something. Exactly. Oh, now all the icicles fall as well. Right, it reflects light. He would have killed himself there. As a rope. What the fuck? Are you sure he's not gonna jump up from down there? Right, he survived. Just don't work together with him. Come on. That's quite a way to fall. He respects even plant life, it seems. What? What the fuck? JoJo! 大した玉だ。ここが噂に名高いスイスのサンモリッツか。ウィンタースポーツの聖地、別名太陽の谷にハイセンスで落ち着いた大人のムード。 What is this? Why are you bullying the cat? Oh. Don't bully the cat. That was mean. Yeah.
JoJo, 何をやっているのです。こっちへ来てあの建物を見るのです。ACDC が石石を送った宛先の住所はあの建物です。
閉鎖されている寂れたホテルのようだ。間違いなくカーズはそこで日が没するのだ。そして何よりワムーが来るのを待っている。
But what is Wamu doing in Greece?
すかさず攻撃するし。同感だ。昼間だからカーズは外には出られない。俺は反対だ。太陽が外で照っているからこそ逆にやばいと思うぜ。
Because then Cars knows that he's at a disadvantage?
奴がアジトに乗り込むほど危険なことはねえと予想するぜ。俺は行かねえ。どうぞ。お前らしくもないぜ。何ビビっている。
No, he's thinking for once.
貴様、おじけづいたか。おじけづく。俺は冷静だぜ。クールに考えていかねえぜ。通りの確信と言ったら今のカーズは一人、こっちは4人。何を焦ってるんだ。落ち着いてよく考えてみろ。あのホテルに入ったら俺たちの方が完全に不利になるんだぞ。
True.
地下面のために死んだ俺のじいちゃんとお前の祖父の代からの因縁に
Okay, calm down, Caesar. You're... True, true. Ew. We've just become such good friends.
シーザー、ジョジョの言う通りやはり危険だわ。
Even more so if you go in there alone.
命令です、シーザー。石石を守ることが第一の指令ということを忘れないで。
奴が襲ってくるのを待つだなんて悠長なことを言ってられないでしょう。
戸をつけてシーザーがホテル内に入ろうとしたら腕づくでも。
Okay, the instructor is gonna follow him and he's gonna die because of a mistake that Caesar makes. That's what I'm betting on.
ジョジョ、あなたは彼の秘められた過去に触れてしまったの。
Hidden past? We all know that he's a Zeppeli. Or does he have relations to Dio, maybe? From his mother's side. Well, alright, I think that was a pretty interesting episode. It's just that I believe that the pacing is getting slower. There's not a lot that happened here. I mean, we got Stroheim's powers kind of explained. He's been exploded, but he has at least 2 mechanical arms. His torso is completely mechanical. His legs probably too. So maybe just parts of his head and his upper torso are still flesh, I guess. His body is apparently now more powerful than Santiento was, which is pretty impressive. But then again, Cars called Santiento a lapdog and didn't want to be compared to him. So I guess they weren't on the best of terms. Also, important to remember, Santiento is still alive. And that lab of Speedwagon. So yeah, we got some Stroheim versus Cars. Cars was sliced in half, but sadly he survived. So I guess we're gonna continue to cooperate with the Nazis. And personally, I hate that. Oh yeah, the thing that I hated the most was the sympathy that JoJo had for Stroheim, calling him not a bad guy. I mean, hello? He's a German soldier in World War II. Obviously he's a bad guy. We also got a little explanation for Cars' powers, the bone and skin blades apparently that he's manifesting. And he controls light, as opposed to fire and wind, which AC/DC and Wamu respectively had control over. And apparently even these blades on his arms are chainsaws, and they are refracting the light in a way so that it seems like they are shining, as opposed to rotating, which is pretty interesting. What's also pretty interesting is apparently that Wamu is in Greece for some reason. I don't really know what reason there is to split up at this point, because they only would have had to infiltrate the island together with 3 people, gotten the stone and then put on the mask. So I'm pretty interested to find out what he's doing exactly in Greece. Then of course we had the race for the Super Ager Stone down the cliff, which went on a little bit too long. As I said, the pacing didn't really fit for me this episode, but the falling down was pretty fun. From cars fusing with JoJo, which was pretty intelligent, to JoJo holding on to the icicles and then making a rope out of icicles. That was fun. And all of that, of course, while he's falling, within the 5 seconds that the narrator said it would take. But yeah, we get the Super Ager back. Cars survives the fall as well, of course, without even landing on some flowers, which is pretty interesting of his character. Apparently he respects animal and plant life, but not human life. I'm interested to see whether we are ever gonna get some backstory on him and a reason for that behavior. But anyway, JoJo is of course on edge because the ring around his heart is gonna kill him in less than 5 days, apparently. And Cars is out on the hunt for him as well, since he killed AC/DC, and Cars hates that. On the while, apparently, we've now arrived in St. Maurice and found the hideout of Cars in an old hotel, barricaded completely with no sunlight in there. And JoJo, I think, smartly denied entry to that thing, because going into someone's lair, you're always gonna fight at a disadvantage. Cars could probably slip out of there if you blew the whole thing up. He'd probably hide in the shadow of the rubble flying away or something like that, knowing JoJo. So yeah, fighting Cars in his lair wouldn't be a good idea. I agree with JoJo there, and I agree with everybody else that Caesar is acting like a madman and is pretty intense right now, because apparently of some hidden family history. But we already know that Caesar is a Zeppeli, at least on his father's side. So I guess we'll find out about his mother's side soon. I've often wanted to call him Dio, just because he looks a lot like him. So maybe his mother's side is somehow connected to Dio. Maybe Dio got out of there back then, when he and Jonathan supposedly died. But yeah, anyway, Caesar is going to the hotel where Cars is hiding out, followed by the instructor. And yeah, I can already see how this goes. Caesar is gonna be reckless, do something stupid, and then the instructor has to sacrifice himself to save Caesar here. And that will put Caesar back on track, make him regret his action and all that. So yeah, let's see with what kind of conflicts the next episode deals, and what JoJo and Lisa are gonna do in the meantime. So, as always, if you like this reaction, you can like, comment, subscribe or share this video. These are generally the best things that you can do for me for free, and that would help me out the most right now. As would checking out my Patreon, where you can get things like early access to any non-live show that I react to, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and B&A Brand New Animal, up to 1 week into the future. What's available there as well is of course the full-length reactions, where you can sync up your own episodes to my reaction timer and watch it like that. So if you're interested in any of that, go check it out down in the description below. But with all of that out of the way, I hope I'll see you in the next episode, and until then, bye bye.